Hey everybody, I hope you all are doing very well. So we have completed a market ratios, right? And we did different ratio analysis, and basically to recap everything that we have studied. When you are analyzing the financial statements, you need to ask yourself certain questions to make decisions, right? So for example, let's say I'm looking at the balance sheet and I've computed all these ratios, and I want to comment on the financial status. So I'll ask some questions that will give me a clarity of how the company is performing, right? So for example, let's say I'll ask, first question could be that are the profits that I'm seeing in the P&L statement, are they actually real profits, right? So for example, for that, what will I look at? I'll look at the cash, which the cash flow which is coming from the operations, and divided by the total profit. So for example, how much of the profit is actually from the operations, right? So because I want to invest in the core business of the company, I don't want the company getting profits from some investing activities, because I'm investing in the business, right? So I'll ask this first question, that whether the profits which are generated by the company, are they real? For that, I'll calculate this ratio, which is cash flow from the operations divided by profit. That will give me how much profit is coming from the operating activities, right? So this is the first question that I'll ask. And the second question could be that whatever profit the company is making, how much is being taken out of the company. So for example, for that, I could calculate the payout ratio, right? So for example, how much dividends the company is giving. So dividend divided by profit, that is nothing but the payout ratio. So that I could look at for making a decision. How much skin in the game do the promoters have? For that, I could look at the debt to equity ratio, right? So if that ratio is high, which means that they are relying more on the debt financing rather than their own personal money. So I'll stay away from that company in which promoters don't have much hold on the company, right? They are relying more on the debt financing, right? So these are some of the questions that we need to ask when we are analyzing the statements, right? And other could be, if I want to ask few questions more, I could ask that how fast is a company collecting payments. For that, we discussed that we could go with the RTO, right? So receivables turnover, right? So this is how this ratios will benefit you when you are analyzing the financial statements, right? And in the next video, I'll be starting with the cash flow statements. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to our channel. Please recommend it to your fellow mates, batchmates, and bye bye, take care. Thank you.